Alright folks, welcome back. Um about to do my predictions for the UFC 142 Rio main events. Um Start off with the co-main event, of course. And I think this fight is going to be I think this fight is going to be pretty explosive. I think this is going to be one of those on the edge of your seat, hold your breath cuz the fight could end at any moment type of fight. And you know, you got two solid strikers here. You got two guys that can end the fight at any point in time. And of course, I'm talking about Anthony Rumble Johnson against Vitor the Phenom Belfort. Now, when this fight was first announced, I was saying to myself, I was like, okay, I knew that Anthony Johnson was going to move up to middleweight. I heard about that, but I never knew that his first fight was going to be against Vitor Belfort. And the first thought in my mind when I thought about the fight, I was saying like, how is Anthony Johnson going to handle himself leading up to the fight? Like, is he going to be nervous? Is he going to, you know, I don't know. I just had a lot of questions, but from watching the countdown show, it seems like Anthony Johnson is pretty confident, and he's seems like he's not intimidated, and he thinks that he's gonna go out there and he's gonna upset Vitor in his own home country and knock him out. And that's good to see. That is good to see. But then again, at the same time, you never know with a wrestler who can knock guys out. That's kind of like a mislead almost. It's kind of like a trap pretty much, and I hope Vitor realizes that. But I mean, as much experience as Vitor has had, and a seasoned veteran as he is, being a former world champion, I think he pretty much knows what Anthony Johnson is up to. But although, Anthony Johnson could make good on his word. I mean, he could actually come out here and try to bang with Vitor. I mean, you never know. Because like I said, on the countdown show, he seemed pretty confident. But the question is he a little bit overconfident? That's the question. Will his overconfidence cost him in the fight? Because Vitor knows what Anthony Johnson can do. He's not stupid. He's well aware that Anthony Johnson is a lot, younger and a lot, bigger than he is. And he realizes that Anthony Johnson is going to have the reach advantage coming into this fight too. But at the same time, I think Anthony Johnson realizes that, this is Vitor Belfort. Like, this guy's got the fastest fist in MMA, pretty much. And, if he hits you with one, he's going to hit you with a whole lot more. So I think Anthony Johnson realizes that. But, I mean, hey. But just looking at the fight, though, I actually believe that Anthony Johnson is trying to lure Vitor into thinking that he's going to try to stand with him. But I think Anthony Johnson is going to use the wrestling here. I think we might see him try to out wrestle Vitor, which is smart because Vitor, we've never really seen his takedown defense tested in a long time. I mean, the last time Vitor got his ground skills tested was against, of course, Randy Couture, which is the man he beat to capture the light heavyweight title. So maybe Anthony Johnson might try to take that blueprint and maybe execute that against Vitor, because Vitor can be taken down, even though he is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I mean, we've never really seen Vitor on his back like that, and never really have seen him try to submit guys off of his back. So maybe Anthony Johnson can test that. You never know. And if he gets on top of Vitor, maybe he could wear Vitor out. So, and I was discussing this yesterday on my MMA show with my buddies. So yeah, and we were talking about, if Anthony Johnson gets Vitor to the ground, can he wear Vitor out? And I said it's a possibility. I think so. I think it could happen. You know, because like I said, you know, we've never really seen Vitor tested off of his back like that, even though he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. But you know, at the same time, you know, is Anthony Johnson going to have a chance to get that takedown? Because you know, if Vitor comes at him, you know, and he starts, you know, letting off those machine gun like combinations, you know, how will Anthony Johnson handle that? You know, because we've never seen Anthony Johnson in a position where, you know, he's just completely getting bum rushed, and you know, being able to get out of it, so to speak. So that's another question: can Anthony Johnson take Vitor Belfort's punches? Because I guarantee you, Vitor's gonna look for the opening. You know, he's that type of sniper. Like, he's gonna look for the open target, and once he finds it, buddy, good night, nurse. So I think the best chance for Anthony Johnson to win the fight is if he takes Vitor down repeatedly and gets on top of him and starts, you know, putting those elbows and punches to work, and you know, just trying to wear Vitor out and possibly stop him on the ground. That's the only way I can really see Johnson really winning the fight, because you know, Vitor is extremely fast. I mean, I know Johnson has speed too, but Vitor has, you know, like lightning quick speed. Like Jim Ross would say, he's quicker than a hiccup. So yeah, Vitor is he's still got those moves, man. I mean, people think just because, you know, he's kind of got over in age a little bit that he's lost that you know, that flavor in his you know, with his footwork and stuff. But Vitor still got it, man. He can still move. So, you know, how is Anthony Johnson going to be able to deal with that speed, man? Because I mean, you know, Anthony Johnson's a big guy, and he's carrying a lot of weight as well. So, but you know what? I actually think that, you know, I think that Anthony Johnson is going to get frustrated for some reason. I think he's going to try to shoot in from the get-go on Vitor, and I think Vitor's going to read it, and I think he's going to get frustrated because he can't take Vitor down. And I think Vitor's going to force a stand-up, and I think that you know, Vitor's going to end up catching Johnson somewhere early in the fight, and I think he'll be hurt, and once he's hurt, Vitor's gonna, you know, storm in, and I think that's gonna be the end of the fight. So I'm gonna pick Vitor by TKO. I'm not gonna. I can't pick around. I'll just say it's gonna end early. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna pick around. I'm just gonna say it's gonna end early. But like I said, if Anthony Johnson can be smart and get Vitor to the ground and control him, Anthony Johnson can win this fight. It is a possibility, folks. You know, because like I said, Vitor has never really been tested on the mat like that. And with the wrestler, the caliber of Anthony Johnson, and a wrestler with the strength that he has and the size, if he gets Vitor on the ground, Vitor can be in some serious trouble. But I don't know if y'all knew this or not. You know, Vitor has been getting some help with, you know, the wrestling from GSP, which I found very, very intriguing. So you got GSP training with you. You know, how can you go wrong? I mean, sure, Johnson's training with Rashad Evans, okay, but you know, Rashad Evans is nowhere near the type of fighter that GSP is. So, you know, Vitor's been having a good training camp, and he's got some all-star training partners too. So that's why I'm saying, you know, Vitor, he's gonna show Anthony Johnson something. But like I said, I'm not counting Johnson out either. You know, because like I said, if he can avoid, if he can take Vitor down somehow, he'll win the fight. But like I said, with Vitor training with GSP, man, you know, and we all know what type of wrestler GSP is, so enough said there. Okay, so here we go. The main event of the evening. For the UFC Featherweight Championship, Jose Aldo, or Jose, I should say, defending his title against Chad Money Mendez. Now, this fight here, I believe, is going to really test just how good that training was with Gray Maynard for Jose Aldo. Because Chad Mendez is fast, his shots are fast, and you know, when he gets a hold of you, you know, he's gonna take you down. So if he gets a hold of Jose Aldo will be slammed to the mat. But like I said, this fight is gonna really see if that training with Gray Maynard paid off, because Gray Maynard is a great wrestler himself, and you know, he has pretty sudden shots as well. But you know, he's not Chad Mendez, so there's a slight difference there. But I will say that Jose Aldo's takedown defense has looked pretty sharp. So, you know, we'll see what we'll see how he handles it, you know. But the question is, for me in this fight, mostly, is how will Mendez be able to handle the striking of Jose Aldo? Because, I mean, I understand you have Uriah Faber training with you, sure. But look what happened to Uriah Faber. Okay, he got chopped down like a redwood against Aldo, their last fight. I mean, just over and over, just you like razor sharp leg kicks on Faber. Just completely just blew his knee out and just took him out of the fight altogether. So, you know, if Faber couldn't withstand those leg kicks, then what makes me think that Chad Mendez will? I'm just saying. But, you know, you never know. I mean, Chad Mendez could have been training taking leg kicks, you know? I mean, I don't know. But I'm just saying, when you're in the octagon and you're fighting in the actual fight, you know, it's a whole different atmosphere than when you're training. And of course, everybody knows that. So that's basically my one question. You know, if Chad Mendez can find some way to counter Jose Aldo's striking attack, then, you know, this is going to be a very interesting fight. But I just don't know. I just do not know. Because as far as Aldo is concerned, you know, Aldo, if he gets taken down, you know, he's good at scrambling and getting back to his feet. Now, the only thing with Aldo is if he's in good condition for this fight, which I think he is, you know, he shouldn't have any problem. But if he's, you know, somehow not in all that good a condition, then Chad Mendez might have an advantage, because, you know, we've seen Jose Aldo vulnerable to getting tired in the later rounds. I mean, we saw it with Hominick, and we kind of saw it with Florian. So if the fight goes into the third through the fifth round, then Chad Mendez may have a chance. But here's the thing you have to consider. It's going to be in Brazil, okay? And I know people are going to be like, so what? But anyway, it's true. It's going to be in Brazil. Those fans are going to be rabid, and they're going to be chanting all different types of stuff. Who knows what they're going to be chanting? And, you know, they're just going to be giving Jose Aldo all of that adrenaline and just, you know, all of that that energy. So, you know, that's going to be tough to deal with if you're Chad Mendez. It really is. You know? But, I mean, we'll see. But what I think is going to end up happening, really, is I think that Jose Aldo is just going to want to look to just to chop Mendez down pretty much like he did against Faber. And he's going to want to stuff the takedowns and, you know, try to counter anything that Chad Mendes tries to do striking wise. So for the most part, I see Jose Aldo getting a stoppage here. I think he'll. I'm gonna say. I say he probably catches Aldo maybe like with a combination, something maybe off a counter. Maybe just like a straight 1-2. Off of maybe like an overhand right, and just drops him. And I think that'll be the end of it. Pound him out. I think that'll be the end of it. I'll say third round. I'm gonna go third round TKO Jose Aldo. But like I said, if Jose Aldo's not in the best condition, then it's gonna be trouble. And Chad Mendes, was gonna have will have a chance to win the fight. So we'll see. We'll see. But dang, I have gone over like a mug. But yeah, that's it. These are my predictions for the UFC 142 main events. Should be another successful pay-per-view, much like it was the last time. So y'all tune in and watch. I know I'll be watching. And yeah, I'm gone. Deuces.